hopefully what you're doing is you're listening to what this idiot has done and making corrections. You know, that's the secret, Jess, to my success. All right.
Is what?
It's the secret to my success is listening in to all of the other critiques as they're given throughout the class. And by the time the teacher comes around, I have perfected everything that I've listened for. You're not even listening.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
He's not
but
listening.
Like, I hear you. Yeah, stop.
It is how it works.
Listen, Lewis.
What?
Stop shading. I said stop. I said stop it.
Okay.
That sound is so perfect, right? That's exactly.
Bristol. Oh, I tore it.
You know, this is better paper.
Yeah. Bristol.
Yeah, this is better paper. I like it. It's coming up a little bit on the edge. You can tape it better.
Because it was a full sheet this way.
Do you know how to
cut it in half? But I had to tear it on the table.
take this side down right here?
What?
This isn't rocket science. It's this type of stuff that makes me lose faith, and I lose it pretty quick. You know what? And I make an effort. I make an effort. You
If
can
this
take
was
this.
an 80-hour drawing, okay.
How long does it take to put one piece of tape right here?
It doesn't make any difference to me.
It wouldn't. All right. The board's going back.
What?
It's not straight up and down.
Huh.
Oh. Oh.
Don't you check these things first?
You're supposed to, yes.
Okay.
That's why I am constantly disappointed in this class. Your board's going the opposite way.
Why didn't you check their boards?
Because they should know better at this point.
Okay.
It's been years. Brian,
Yeah,
fix your board.
it's already fixed. Yeah. It's too late to go back. Problem is, problem like getting a board.
I swear I haven't even gotten to the drawing yet. And you did the same thing again. You did the, what are they called?
You give me
Feet.
T-Rex
The Battle of
numbers?
Hoth.
Oh,
Star
yeah, whatever
Wars.
those things are, yeah. But I mean, that foreshortened.
Is he making me a
It's going away.
It's not really going away like that. And that's
Take
not
a look. Well, our toes are covered. But,
Okay.
Yeah, fuck my toes right now.
That right there, is that really the angle you want to go with up there?
Well, that's not what it is now.
Damn right it's not. Okay. Is this angle ever been like this? Have these?
I see.
Oh yeah.
It does look like
Idiot.
those things.
All right. So we're making some progress, maybe.
And then Luke Skywalker or somebody starts circling around it with the cable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're on the same page, hopefully. I don't know.
Just the butt crack stops right there.
Just because she talks about how she wants a Pixar ass doesn't mean you need to give her one.
Pixar my ass. Don't play games.
He did.
Did he make it fat?
Yeah.
All right, word.
No. Compliment. You're not fat.
No, I just want
Like
my
he
ass
made
to
you
be
fat.
fatter.
All
So
right.
if you're gonna draw it.
Oh, I
actually
get it.
is. I've gained 20 pounds since I started doing this, so
Well, he put an extra 50 on top.
hell yeah, that's my guy right there.
Essentially what you're going to do, okay. You're going to thin her out just a little bit. She gets a little bit thinner all through here, especially through here. All right.
Don't take
Here,
my butt out.
kind of have her leaning forward a little bit more, which this is a different position. That's fine. We can go with that. Is she, first off, is she in the right position? Is that where she is?
Could lean forward just a touch.
You want me to lean forward?
Let me see. I'm going to check my spot and see where she's at. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Okay, that's fine. We don't even need to go. You know what? It's actually a more beautiful gesture, in my opinion, my professional and right opinion, because she's more noble, better gesture, more tension in the back, right? Subtle anatomy showing. These are good things. All right. All right. All right, so assuming that this is leaning forward some, this is coming here, this is here, this is here. This would be dropping down around like right here. It would be somewhere like that, like this part coming in, okay? And actually, it's not coming that far in as much, but this part, in fact, does drop down just a little bit. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
That, and then this is going to kind of level out. So, like starting from this point right here, because I'm trying not to redraw the drawings, but you kind of have that hip area right here, there's that little piece. And I don't mind you putting that in, and then going to the knee would be about right there. So there's a slight angle going down, which you do have, but yours is a little bit, right? This is a little bit too high. Excuse me. So from this point right here, it would kind of just be swooping up like this, and then it kind of is a little bit thicker up top here, and then it does something like that. Do you see that? So there's a breaking point here, 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 right? And then you have obviously the knee right there that's going down. And then what you're going to do with that, and I've shown you this before, but I'll keep on showing you because you're retarded. All right?
Okay.
So, from right here, going diagonally across, right here, it's essentially what we want. And then you can, so we're getting the diagonal just to, like we're relating this knee, kind of think of it cylindrically just going around. And then this part right here, you can see this width. But when you're looking at this width, it's, especially when you're doing site size, it's very easy just to look at the width and try to superimpose it in your mind over onto, you know what I'm saying? You're just looking at that width. Try to do that. I want you to see the width and really try to like superimpose it in your brain onto the sheet. But I also want you trying to see this at the same time, right? So you're trying to see this whole thing at the same time. And if you do that, I think that's one of your things. I think what you're doing is you're going about this the right way. You're trying to simplify it. Like your technique's getting better. You're starting to get more accurate. But I think in trying to get these basic lines, what's happening is you're not focusing on the whole thing at once, and you're not thinking about anatomy. Like the person who's not using site size or these methods, if they're just trying to do comparative measurements, they're trying to think oftentimes of the whole piece and like draw that whole thing. And sometimes you do need to incorporate that mentality into it. You need to be thinking about the whole shape all at once. So if you're going through trying to get this width right here, also be thinking about this whole piece. So like see this when you're drawing this. So I'm looking at this and like I'll say like, okay, this is here, and then like this width is here, this is here, and then this width, if I'm looking at here, it's going to be thinner than this, right? How much thinner? So I might, instead of bringing it down that far, I'll bring it up just a little bit, you know, because that will make a little bit more sense. So I'll just crop this up, and so that will be, you know, maybe somewhere around here is going to be about the point where it's going to be, and then from this point right here, we can kind of measure down. It does get a little bit thicker. The angle's still kind of going up from the buttocks right there because it's going to be, you know, a little bit thicker down here, and you know, it kind of swoops up into this area. You know, something like this, something like that right there. So that's how I would construct this leg. And then what I would do is once you've constructed and you've put this in, you know, like we kind of put these points in, like, you know, you have the calf coming down like that, you have the knee coming down at an angle to the upper part of the calf, you know, you get these points in. Once you get those, then you can look at the whole thing all at once, just step back and just say, that leg doesn't make sense, and look at her and think about her body type. I think that's what will help you going forward with everything that you do. It doesn't bother me that you drew her kind of in a different position. This doesn't look bad. She's a little bit more turned towards us. So one of the things you can do is you can just for 1 second stay up there. You can always come around here and like, you know, peek over and look at her from this angle if she's turned some, or you can ask her to turn, right? And I'll pick up after the break with this one, so we're not done. You can go ahead and take a break.
Oh, that was a break?
Yeah, that's a break.
Word.
One thing that will help with this area right here, I'm going to draw this in, but I'm going to like erase it back out, okay? I don't mind right now, and in the interest of trying to get this shape, if you just go and kind of like lightly put this in, right? Lightly put these points in right here, right? Putting this shape in, putting this shape. Now this we've established does need to probably drop just a little bit, or rather this probably needs to. You know what I would do actually, instead of dropping this, like this needs to thin out. I think probably this is accurate, so I would just raise this up just a little bit, and you can just bring that up just a slight bit. But do you see what I mean? And it's subtle things. But the other thing you can do to really help with this is to, because this comes down, it doesn't come down like so much, it just comes down something like that. But you can bring this up just a little bit, bring this up a little bit, and then reshape this, right? I see what you're saying here where it's like thicker there, but it's more like that. So just get the shape correct. Like mine right here, for example, is drawn a little bit too thin, but this is like more or less the shape right there. Like if you thicken this up on mine just a little bit. But this part right here, I don't mind if you put the spine in as long as you don't pull that butt crack thing that you did, before.
It was you that
It
did
was-
the butt crack?
It was you who did the butt crack?
You did the butt crack up to the shoulders?
Yes, it was him.
Oh my God.
So just like putting these points in like this and just like really lightly is okay to do in the interest of understanding the anatomy here and scapula, but you don't want to like do them too dark. The head right here, the neck, I see what you're doing there, but that's the wrong angle. You pulled kind of this move with that. That's going up too far like that. It should be the neck, the chin's like too high up. It should actually be coming out something like that. And then this is coming back a little bit, and the head's a little bit too big, and it's going to drop down some, which is actually, I don't know what, the head's just too big there. So yeah, that's what I would do. You have any questions? Idiot.
No.
Okay, good. Excellent.